come to this place, there is simple reason behind it. Krakow is always busy, always loud, people always chasing. When you're gonna come to Zakopane, guys, you're gonna see how peaceful it is down there. The quality of the air, the quality of the views is just stunning. And I don't know how is it with you. Whenever I'm going on holiday, let's say to Spain, I'm going for a week, and after a week of holiday I'm coming back home and I need another 2-3 days rest after a holiday. Is it the same with you guys? In Zakopane is completely different, because if you come into this place, if you just stay in with on the countryside, when you have all this touch of nature and all of that, it's really resting your mind. So the quality of the holiday is just different kind of the holiday. It's just for a relax, for a chill out, not to chase, not to go everywhere on the daily basis, you know. So something completely different. And whenever I'm coming to Zakopane, I'm usually not staying in the hotels, because the hotels, first of all, they overpriced, and the second of all, I'm not really feeling private. Yeah, you can rent out the wooden cabins or the wooden lodges, call it however you want to. It's became really popular in this place a couple years ago. They just building up the wooden lodges and you can rent it out. It costs around 600-700 zlotys, so like 120, 140 pounds, 160 euros, yeah? But you can split this with 6 people, because usually there is 3 bedroom upstairs. Some of these wooden lodges, they based on the top of the viewing point, guys. Yeah, so you can't even imagine when you wake up in the morning, even if you was drinking last night Polish vodka, which is really strong, and you probably have a hangover, when you see the views, when you just feel the breeze, have the coffee, it just makes you feel straight away much better, guys. Yeah, so this place is all about the chill out, but you're gonna tell me after spending some time in Zakopane, could you actually spend more time in that little place? Yeah. On top of that, guys, we're gonna be in the Chochołów probably in around, I don't think, probably 15 minutes or something like that. So let me just explain you about the Chochołów right now, because I think that's really important, you know, guys, because we have to move back in the time with our thinking. Yeah, back in the days, people had completely different realities, different rules, and different values. Yeah, these days, if you wanna get married, this is the question to the ladies. These days, if you wanna get married, you just need to find someone who wants to marry you. Yeah, and today is all about, especially, I'm not saying it to judge anything, don't take me wrong, yeah, it's all about how you looks like, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite often all about it. Back in the days, if you wanted to get married in that little village, yeah, you had to prove to the hard-working Polish Highlanders that you are a hard-working lady. If you was looking beautiful, but you wasn't working hard enough, nobody wanted to get married with you, because the Polish Highlanders, they were mostly shepherds. They mostly, in the summertime, they staying on the fields with the animals. They've been building up like a shelters as well to get covered. So when he was working hard on the fields, on top of that, he was just building up the houses. He was doing everything to feed the family, you know, to use the resources that they have in Iran just to survive. So he was expecting from his second half to be a hard-working lady. And why I'm saying it, guys, because when we get to the Chochołów, they have a tradition that they actually washing these houses twice a year from the outside. If they want to keep these houses on the UNESCO list, they have to wash these houses from the outside, once just before the winter and once just after a winter. And this tradition is over 150 years old, and it's actually started from the one lady. She wanted to get married, and she wanted to prove, she was trying to prove to the guys from the area that she's a hard-working lady. So what's the best idea to prove to the guys that you are a hard-working lady? She decided to wash the house from the outside, so whole village can see it. And then everyone in the village was saying about her, oh, she's such a hard-working lady, she's even washing the house from the outside, yeah? And that's how it all started, guys, over 150 years ago. And often people asking me, Tom, did she actually got married? And I don't have a clue, to be honest, guys, and I just don't want to lie to you. But if this tradition survived that long, I think it was working up back in the days. These days, obviously, it has nothing to do with getting married. These days is all about keeping the houses on the UNESCO list. So when we're gonna get to that village, you're gonna see some of the houses damaged, some of the houses gonna be like dark, and some of these houses will be really bright. Yeah, the bright houses, that means someone looks after it, and someone just cares, wanna keep them on the UNESCO list, and they really washing them twice a year, once before the winter and once just after a winter. The other ones, obviously, someone just don't care. Everyone is different, you know how it is with the people, you know. Back in the days, guys, just to make you realize, yeah, the knowledge was passed from the generations to generations. So let's say if your dad was the shoemaker, there was a huge possibility that you're gonna be a shoemaker and your kids gonna be a shoemakers as well, because that's how they passed the generations, you know. If you was the carpenter, your dad was a carpenter, you're gonna be a carpenter and your kids gonna be carpenters. Completely different than these days, isn't it? When someone was good at something, he was doing the same profession for whole life. He wasn't like these days that we swapping the profession, we're just looking for the better place and all of that. But these days, we live in the world of the possibilities. Back in the days, they lived in the world of the survivor, if that makes sense. You know, they had to really survive, especially when we're thinking about this part of Poland, because the amount of the snow that was coming, even when I was a kid, so like 30 years ago, the amount of the snow that was coming in Krakow, we were digging up the tunnel sometimes. Yeah, so can you even, when you're from UK, you can't probably imagine it, because when I was saying it to my English mates, they were saying to me like, Tom, I can't even imagine how is it that when you have 1 meter of the snow, yeah? And even if you would like to come to this region, even 5 years ago, the tunnel that we were going through, it wasn't ready. So to get to Zakopane, it was around 3-4 hours drive. Right now it's a 1 hour 40 minutes. So everything goes to the right direction, guys, yeah? Anything. And anyway, I think this is almost important information for you guys. Do you have any questions about anything? Nah? Alright, so from now on, guys, I'm gonna play you a little bit of the Polish traditional music, and when we're gonna be coming into the Chochołów, I'll let you know, and pay attention to the left and right hand side, because all these houses are literally placed next to the street, so you're gonna see them, and then we're just gonna drive through, we're gonna stop on the bus stop, and then you're just gonna go behind the bus to see the houses, yeah? So make sure when we're gonna get in, pay attention to the left and right hand side, guys, and then when we stop, you can just go down there, take some pictures. It's gonna be quick, maybe 5-7 minutes break, just to stretch the legs, take some pictures, because a part of these houses there's nothing in that little village, and then in 15 minutes from the Chochołów to the Shepherd's Hut is around 15 minutes drive, and down there we're gonna chill out. There's the toilet, cheese, vodka, everything what you need, guys, yeah? Lovely, thank you very much. Hopefully it wasn't too boring, guys, and hopefully it gave you a bit of the understanding why today's reality in Poland looks like that. Thank you very much.